Page 538, Articles and Prepositions. Articles, grammatical concept. The forms a, an, and the are called articles. They are actually adjectives, but there is a peculiarity in their use. For this, they are treated under a separate name. An article determines or specifies how the reference of a noun phrase is to be understood. Printing mistake. So an article is called a determiner. A. Indefinite and definite articles. A or an is called indefinite article. The indefinite articles do not particularize any person or thing. Example, a man is approaching. An elephant is a huge animal. The is called the definite article. It is so called because it points to some object or objects definitely. Example, this is the boy who stood first. I know the performer. B. Generic use of article. The articles a and the are used in a general sense to mean the characteristic of a whole class. This use is called the generic use. Example, a cow is a domestic animal. The cow is a domestic animal. Cows are domestic animals. A dog is a faithful animal. The dog is a faithful animal. Dogs are faithful animals. Here, the articles do not refer to any particular cow or dog, but to the whole class. Note, the words man and woman are not used either with a or the in the generic sense. C. Use of indefinite article before uncountable nouns. Generally, a or n is not used before uncountable nouns. However, to refer to a specific quantity or item of its kind, the following type of expression is used: a/an dash of plus uncountable noun. Example, a cup of tea/coffee/water, a piece of chalk, a word of advice, a good deal of progress. There is not an ounce of truth in her story. D. General use of the indefinite article a/an. General principles. Examples. 1. A or an is used before a singular countable noun. Examples. I have a pen. Do you want an apple? 2. An is used before a word beginning with a vowel sound. An arm, an afternoon, an apple, an Englishman, an evening, an Indian, an office, an orange, an onion, an umbrella, an hour, an MP, an owl. Page 539. 3. A is used before a word beginning with a consonant sound. A boy, a bird, a bag, a book, a cat, a man, a woman, a chair, a table, a member of parliament, a school, a library, a zebra. 4. The use of a or an depends on the spoken form of the word and not on the written form. He is an MP, M capital, P capital. He is a member of the parliament. 5. A is used before words beginning with a Y sound or a W-like sound. A European, a university, a unit, a union, a useful thing, a utensil, a year, a yard, a yellow paper, a young man, a youth, a one-eyed deer, a 1 rupee note, a unique opportunity, a wet shirt, a worthwhile project. 6. Art is found before words beginning with silent H. An hour, Hour, an honest man, an honorable person, an honor, an heir, Heir. 7. A or an does not specify or particularize the person or thing denoted by the noun. This is a book. I saw a man. 8. The choice between a and an does not always depend on the initial sound of the head word. It depends on the initial sound of the word before which a or an has to be used. 1. A farmer, an old farmer, a very old farmer. 2. An institution, a prestigious institution, an old prestigious institution. 3. An observer, a modest observer, an exceptionally modest observer. 9. In some cases, an is used before words beginning with H plus unstressed vowel, though normally A is used. A within bracket N, historical novel. A within bracket N, historian. A within bracket N, hotel. A within bracket N, heroic figure. Quote, no one believes in hypothesis except its originator, but everyone believes an experiment except the experimenter. Stop. Unquote. Beverage. 10. The indefinite article a or an expresses the sense of one in various ways. We have a dog, bracket. A equals to only one and not more than one, bracket closed. I want a pen, bracket. A equals to any one of a class, bracket closed. I saw a child drawing. A equals to a specified individual. You are a Shelley. I see. A equals to one like. He will return in a day or two. A equals to one. She comes here once a week. A equals to every. E. General use of the definitive article the. General principles. 1. The definite article generally specifies and identifies. It answers the question, which one? It specifies a person, a place, or thing already mentioned. Note, a noun is first introduced with the indefinite article, and the definite article is used to refer to it again. This use of the definite article is called the anaphoric use because it has an antecedent. Examples. There was a cat in the room. The cat was under the table. Which cat? The cat in the room. I saw a beggar in the platform. The beggar was playing the flute. Which beggar? The beggar in the platform. There is some tea in the teapot, but the tea is without milk and sugar. 2. It may limit the meaning to only. Example. This is the way to the town. The equals to only. He is the person to be trusted. Page 540. 3. The definite article is used where specification is a context. Specification in a context is established. The context may be provided from outside the text or from inside the text. Example A. Specification from outside the text. The Almighty, the earth, the sun, the moon, the Gita, the universe, the equator, the north, the south, the east, the west. B. Specification from inside the text. The girl there is a singer, word. The girl near the temple is a singer, phrase. The girl standing near the temple is a singer, phrase. The girl who is standing near the temple is a singer. Class. F. Various uses slash functions of the indefinite article a slash an. Functions. 1. A slash an is short form of an early version of the numeral 1 in modern English. The indefinite article is sometimes used in a numerical sense. Example, just a minute, twice a week. Rome was not built in a day. A bird in the hand is better than two in the bush. A direct encounter with an art object will do more to arouse their aesthetic vision than hearing 100 lectures. Nandulal Bose, I fear 3 newspapers more than 100,000 bayonets. Napoleon. 2. Sometimes a slash an is used to refer to the whole class and not to a single entity. This is known as the classifying function of the indefinite article. Politics is the last refuge of a scoundrel, Dr. Johnson. Colors which a bee can separate as yellow and blue may both look identical to a butterfly. Gordon Cook. An Englishman thinks he is moral when he is only uncomfortable. G.B. Shaw. 3. The indefinite article can perform a distributive function, that is, denoting each. In such cases, a slash an can be replaced by every. Once a month equals to once every month. She comes here twice a week. The car runs 40 kilometers an hour. 4. A slash an can be used to express a certain choice. You can go to a movie today. I ought to see a doctor. 5. The indefinite article can be used to denote nationality, political conviction, or a position that is not held by one person. Sumita is a clerk. Her husband is an actor. He is an English, but his wife is an Indian. He is a communist. She is an atheist. 6. A slash an is used in phrases with verb plus indefinite articles plus noun having the meaning of a verb. I would like to have a bath now. He would like to have a drink slash a talk slash a rest slash a walk slash a ride slash a swim. 7. The indefinite article is used before noun or noun phrases after a linking verb. She is a teacher. He became a doctor. 8. The indefinite article is used after the phrase to be called. It is called a noun. 9. The indefinite article is used with most illness. She has got a cold and sore throat. I have headache, a cough. Note, I have flu slash measles slash heart trouble slash pneumonia slash polio. 10. The indefinite article is used to denote a person or thing having same qualities as the person or thing having the name in question. He is not a Kalidas. She is a Helen. A Keats has come to teach us how to write poetry. He is Hitler, IC. Page 541. 11. A slash an is used to denote a person bearing the name in question. We have a Robindranath in our class. I met a Shukanto yesterday. 12. A slash an is used to denote a thing made or created by the person bearing the same name. We have a Ford, Ford. 13. A slash an is used before a name preceded by title. There is a Mr. Sen to see you. I met a Mr. Day yesterday. A Mr. Brown wants to speak to you. 14. A/an is used in certain similes and metaphors. He talks like a statesman. She walks like a queen. India is a paradise for linguists. 15. A/an is used with nouns in a countable sense. Money can buy a life of unmixed blessing. He exhibited a courage in overcoming the situation. I felt an unexpected joy. He threw a stone. We lit a fire. Patience is a virtue. 16. A/an is used in the sense of the kind of, the type of, some, etc. A knowledge of English will help you. We want an education that can ensure printing mistake. We want an education that can ensure all-round development. We serve a special dish. 17. A/an is used after some prepositions, especially as, for, on, and at. We should want this as a rule. As a man, I am against all sorts of brutality. They did it just for a change. Will you go out for a change? Handmade paper is not manufactured on a large scale. It is sold at a profit, but it is sold at cost. 18. A/an is used in some phrases. To give an answer, to give a warning, to pay a tribute, to pay somebody a visit, to make a good guess at, to have a poor opinion of, to make a wrong use of, to take an interest in, to be in a temper, to play an important role, to tell a lie, etc. 19. A/an is used with most in the sense of very. The giant saw a most wonderful sight. She is a most beautiful woman. He is a most wanted criminal. Stephen Hawking is a most distinguished scientist. 20. A/an is used after so, to, how, as plus adjective. I have never met so witty a person as he. She is too intelligent a lady to find out the truth. How important an issue. She is beautiful as a rose. 21. A/an is used to point out a single specimen of the class. Pour the solution into a beaker and then place it on a burner. Give me a flask for preserving the solution. 22. In some cases, A/an is used a substitute for the same. Birds of a feather flock together. Page 542. Functions 23. Some uncountable nouns have corresponding countable form. Examples: left, uncountable; right, countable. Clothing, a garment. Poetry, a poem. Imagery, an image. Pottery, a pot. Scenery, a scene. Note, joy and woe are woven fine. A clothing for the soul divine. William Blake. 24. The indefinite article is not generally used where more than one noun or noun phrase is used to describe different aspects of an individual. Mr. Sen is Marxist first, dramatist second. She is more singer than poet. Note, the following variation is also acceptable. She is more a singer than poet. Next, G. Uses of the definite article the.